Hello, in this video we'll compare the content range of bikes from Giant, taking you through the differences between the contents, content ARs and content SL discs. I'll keep this organized by focusing on one different component at a time, such as the frame, drivetrain, wheels, tires. I'll also compare the geometries of the bikes, tell you what purpose suits each, and give a brief summary. After the summary, I would also suggest alternatives to each of the three bike ranges here. Let's get into the frames then. The content, that is the content 1 and content 2, have the same rim brake frame made of Giant's entry level Alex grade aluminum alloy. This grade alloy is also used for the frame in the content ARs, which means for the contents AR 1 through 4. The content SLs, however, use a higher grade aluminum alloy, which Giant name as Alex SL. It, to my experience, is stiffer, lighter, and rides really well for aluminum alloy. All of the forks used in the content ARs, and content SLs are made of the same material but are essentially different in their shape and structure, especially for fulfilling individual purposes of the respective category. The seat post used in the content 1 is an alloy Giant diffuse, while the ARs and SLs use a composite seat post for added compliance and weight saving. Before going into the drivetrain, I would quickly look at the geometry of the bike ranges. The content and content SLs have pretty much the same geometry except for trail, which arises from a different fork. As we said, the content AR is taller in the front, as can be seen from a higher stack. So while the content and content SL would fit in between endurance and race, or as Giant like to call it, an all-rounder bike, the content ARs in our opinion are strictly endurance focused bikes, and while they are categorized as all-rounder bikes, we want you to see them as endurance bikes. Onto the drivetrain. So far I have talked about the bike ranges in general, as things like the frame and fork are same among the bikes in the same range. But now things will differ. The content 2 and content AR4 come with 8 speeds at the back. The content 1 and content AR3 come with 9 speeds at the back. The content AR2 and content SL2 come with 10 speeds at the back, and finally the content AR1 and content SL1 come with 11 speeds at the back. The ranges in all cassettes are 1134, but more gears give smoother shifting under load, as well as cause a less difference in your cadence while you're shifting from gear to gear. The cranks used in all the bikes are 5034, but the content 2 and content AR4 come with a FSZ tempo crank. The content 1 and content AR3 come with a Shimano Sora crank. The crank on the content AR2 and content SL2 are Shimano Tiagra ones, while the top of the line content AR1 and content SL1s are shot with 105 crank. The more expensive cranks are stiffer and last longer. So majorly the content 2 and AR4 come with the Shimano Claris group set. The content 1 and AR3 are shot with Shimano Sora. The Tiagra group set is used for the content AR2 and content SL2, while the flagships of the range, the AR1 and SL1, come with 105. The tire clearance in the content stands at 32 mils, which is really generous for a rim brake bike. The content ARs have a tire clearance of 38 mil, and the content SLs have 32 mils of tire clearance again. This reinstates that when you equip the content ARs with 38 mil tires, it really can hit light gravel, and is the only one we recommend doing it with. Onto the wheels then, the contents come with Giant's SR3 wheel set. The content ARs 2 to 4 and the content SL2 come with SR2 disc wheel set. The content AR1 and the content SL1s come with a more premium and lighter Giant PR2 wheel set that Giant use on entry level carbon road bikes too. Before summarizing, we'll talk about the brakes then. The contents come with the Tektro TKB117 calipers. The AR4, 3 and 2 come with Tektro C500 mechanical disc brakes, while the AR1 comes with 105 hydraulic disc brakes. Onto the SLs, the SL2 comes with Tiagra hydraulic brakes, while the SL1 comes with 105 hydraulic brakes. Hydraulic brakes provide significantly more stopping power than rim brakes or mechanical disc brakes, especially in the wet. Let's summarize the bikes then. If you are looking at an entry level road bike and would majorly ride on the road and in dry weather, get the content. If you want to spend a bit more or want to cover more distance throughout the year, with the added benefit of being better off in the wet, get the Content SLs. If you are attracted to the beaten path or cobbles or gravel, then the Content ARs is where your money should go to. Now on to the favorite part of the video, let's talk about alternatives. Competitors of the Content include Specialized Alley, Merida Sculptura and Cannondale CAD Optimo. The Alley is the best choice for endurance riding, the CAD Optimo for racing, while if you want an all-rounder, both the Content and Sculptura do a fine job. There is only one alternative to the Content ARs, and that is the Trek Domane AL discs. Among these two, I am basically ambivalent and would request you to go for the cheaper bike as there's not really much to choose. Finally, before buying the Content SLs, you could have a look at the Merida Sculptura disc versions. If you can stretch your budget a bit, the Cannondale Cat 13 disc and Trek Emonda ALR disc are great racier alternatives. For an all-rounder bike though, it's hard to fault the Content SLs, especially at the price. I hope this video has cleared which content range and more specifically which model is right for you depending on your purpose. If you have further queries or want me to do a video of some other bike, do drop in a comment. Do like this video if you found some value in it. Kindly sub if you loved it and want to stay up to date with more content like this. Thanks for watching this and I'll see you next time.